zoom out.
धम धम पानी
चल कोई
समझो
I am Bhavlubhai Gaikwad. I am a farmer. Earlier, we used to collect water from water bodies located at long distances. Then we requested Dhruva for a hand pump. A hand pump was fixed for the village in our courtyard. It was of great help, but our neighboring houses still had to travel around 300 meters to take water every day from this common hand pump. This would also create a problem for us, as the entire village would gather at our house at all times to fetch water. When we were told about the Sameep pump technology, which helps in meeting the water needs of scattered households by introducing some modifications to the existing hand pump, we immediately requested BAIF to set up one on our hand pump. Now the Sameep pump system is set up, and this has saved our time and energy. Our neighbors are happy as the water is now available near their houses and they can easily use it for vegetable crops grown near their houses. The Sameep pump involves some improvement in the traditional hand pump technology. There are no changes in the water tank or the hand pump handle. The outlet of the Sameep pump is joined to the network of pipes which allows carrying the water from the main source, which can be hand pumped to different houses located in the surroundings depending upon the need. The other changes introduced in the hand pump include insertion of a sealing ring. It prevents water leakage. On the sealing ring, a pressure plate is fixed. The pressure plate consists of a regulator called bus. It exerts pressure on the water and prevents it from rising into the pump handle. A non-return valve is fixed at the head of the outlet pipe. It prevents the reverting of the water.
पानी भर जा थमा हजो पानी भर जा.
When a nearby household needs water, the valve of their pipeline is turned on and the other side valve is turned off. Then water directly travels through the pipeline in the direction of the valve which is on. The maximum height at which water can be conveyed vertically is 6 to 7 meters. We can even fit the sprinkler to its outlet for better use of water. Water availability near our house using the semi-pump technology has allowed many of us to grow a variety of vegetables close to our houses. All we can say is that our lives have surely improved with the semi-pump establishment.
I am Barkubai Pawar. I moved to this village after my marriage. Life was not so easy in this village. Like many other women, I too had to carry headloads of water from far-off water bodies such as rivers and ponds. These sources used to dry up after the first few months of rainfall. We used to spend 4 to 5 hours daily just for fetching water from the available water sources in the vicinity. This used to be quite tiresome and taxing. When I joined the Wadi program, I got to know about the ferro-cement Jalkund technology. Jalkund was one of the options introduced at those locations where conventional measures had failed. BAIF had introduced low-cost Jalkunds using ferro-cement technology. Since water was our prime concern, we immediately submitted an application for the Jalkund.
Ferro-cement is a highly versatile form of reinforced concrete with unique structural properties. It is composite material consisting of closely knit wire mesh wound tightly around skeletal steel impregnated with rich cement mortar. This gives it the lightness of steel and the moldability of concrete. Jalkund is an underground tank easy to construct and designed for storage of rainwater. It is very easy to construct the Jalkund. To begin with, required measurements, that is, the length and the breadth, are marked on the ground, and then the ground is ploughed to the required depth. Family members are involved in this work. Then the inner surface of the tank is textured with wet mud to give it a plain surface. The whole inner surface of the tank is then lined with chicken mesh of 22 gauge. Iron rods are inserted at the edges. The mesh is properly fixed with the help of wires. Then the tank is lined with mortar made up of cement, sand and grade. The mortar is spread over the steel and wire skeleton. It gives the tank shape, strength and durability. It is then left to dry. This technology has been learnt by BAIF technicians from experts of the Centre for Scientific Research, Orville. This technology is particularly suited to remote areas, as the basic raw material required is easily available and transportable. The skills for construction can be quickly acquired by local people. It does not need heavy plant and machinery, and the overall construction costs can be reduced. The other benefits include its high strength-to-weight ratio and speedy installation.
We were also given training in the construction of Jalkund. Once filled, the water in the Jalkund lasts for 2 to 3 months depending on the usage. Now we can nurture our wadi and vegetable plots with this stored water, even if there is a dry spell of 1 to 2 days in between, which used to be a constant threat for us earlier. More than anything else, to see stored water in the Jalkund is the reason for our happiness today.
My name is Ananta Bablu Gawanda. I am a farmer. Dwarka Gaikwad introduced us to the Wadi program. We were once explained the technique of drum kit drip irrigation. BAIF staff said that they had learnt about this technique from an organization called IDE. The staff explained to us that this is an efficient watering intervention for small vegetable plots and floriculture plots covering an area of 2 to 5 guntas. It is a pre-assembled kit which consists of a drum of about 200-litre capacity, which is connected to a network of pipes of 10 mm diameter. For the purpose of irrigation, the drum is placed at a height of 1.5 to 2 meters, which helps in creating the required pressure. There is a valve connected to the main pipeline to adjust the flow of water. The water released travels through the network of microtubes and reaches the plants where the outlet is provided. As the tubes are networked and nozzles fitted to every plant, proper watering of plants in the plot is possible. The water is filled only twice a week into this drum, and this has helped to save our trouble of daily watering of each and every plant. Someone told me that we can also add water-soluble fertilizers in this drum to get better yield. We had to pay 1,300 rupees for this drip system. But by selling vegetables and flowers grown on this plot in the market, we could make a profit of 2,000 rupees within just 1 year. This small intervention has changed our life for the better, you see.
फूल गए माझे नाव बंधू रामा ठाल
My name is Bandhu Rama Thalgar. I have been using the treadle pump since the last 2 years. BAIF has provided us with this pump on 50% loan and 50% subsidy basis. The cost comes to about 3,000 to 3,500 rupees. Earlier, we used to carry water on head loads from long distances. Even though some water bodies were available, fetching water was not so easy as the water level was low, which used to add to our hardship. The alternative was to draw water by using a diesel engine. We had procured one in the past, but it remained defunct due to the scarcity and recurring cost of diesel. Treadle pump is nothing but a human-powered, foot-operated pump designed to lift water from shallow water bodies with just 7 meters water level. Treadle is the name of the lever device which is pressed by foot to pump water. It also has a visor which enables the suction of the water. While operating this pump, the pipe is put into the shallow water source and the pump is pedalled. The pedaling is continued as long as needed. The water lifted is used for watering the plot. The uniqueness of the treadle pump is that it is very easy to use and maintain. Compared to a motorized pump, its cost is considerably less. Further, this is human-powered and thus does not require any additional operational cost. Normally, it requires 2 persons to press the treadle to avoid getting tired. The lifted water is then channelized through small waterways to reach the plants in the plot. Just see how easy it is to operate. and water the plants now. I am Jagdish Bhai. Our village has a hand pump. This is an important source of drinking water for our village. It is a community property and people from the whole village gather to get water from this pump. Earlier, we had to get water from distant sources such as wells, ponds or seasonal rivers. But setting up the hand pump has reduced lots of our hardship. But many a times, these hand pumps face problems in operation or there is a total breakdown. This poses problems for uninterrupted supply of water. Since the entire village needs drinking water, these pumps have to be repaired immediately. The kit mainly consists of the pipe lifter to fish out the detached pipes. It is about the shape of a cone resting on one side. The diameter of the top pipe holder is 50 millimeters and bottom piece holder is 100 millimeters. The length is about 293 millimeters and its weight is about 1.5 kilograms. S-type rod lifter to lift part of the pipeline along with the connecting rod when the rod drops inside the borewell. The length of the round bar is 330 millimeters and length of the S-shaped square bar is 77 millimeters and the width is 65 millimeters. There are also other tools like a stone crusher and root cutter which are also helpful. Damage happens on account of corrosion of pipes, couplers and nuts or faulty joining of pipes, rods and careless handling during lowering and raising the assembly, which ultimately leads to GI pipes or MS rod assembly falling into the borewell. It then has to be fished out and reassembled. We hardly knew how to do this. Thanks to Gaman Bhai, one of the technicians from our Vasta village who innovated a useful toolkit to repair the hand pump. Gaman Bhai's effort has also received recognition by the National Innovation Foundation, Ahmedabad. We have now also got training from BAIF in repairing and maintaining hand pumps using this toolkit. These tools can be easily produced locally by village-level blacksmiths and fabrication workshops. Development of this toolkit has allowed youths from our village to provide service and earn an income. Gone are the days when we used to wait for outside technicians to visit our village and repair our hand pumps. Now we can confidently say that our solution lies in our hands.
Gopti tappe si tode, Radha Bahi men pode sila si tode.
गोपी गोपी तालेची तोडे राधाबाई मेनपो देशिलाची तोडे आलीनी सुटान जाडजुडी कापतान आलीनी सुटान जाडजुडी कापतान ए गोपी गोपी तापेची तोडे राधाबाई मेनपो देशिलाची तोडे गोपी गोपी तापेची तोडे राधाबाई मेनपो देशिलाची तोडे आलीनी सुटान तेड दोनान राखतान आलीनी सुटान तेड दोनान राखतान गोपी गोपी तापेची तोडे राधाबाई मेनपो देशिलाची तोडे गोपी गोपी तापेची तोडे राधाबाई मेनपो देशिलाची तोडे गोपी गोपी तापेची तोडे राधाबाई मेनपो देशिलाची तोडे गोपी गोपी